Welcome to this clip from my Twitch stream of where I am playing some random game, maybe Elden Ring or Hogwarts Legacy right now. Hopefully you enjoy and stick around to the end. Alright, so character creator. There we got. Oh, okay, this is gonna be one of those. Gonna be one of those kind. This is the only issue I'm gonna have. Is I cannot pick a custom skin color. That's fine. We'll just find a nice balance. Like,
no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
so just be a student.
Sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Yes. Am I going in late? Yep. Oh, what the heck?
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Functioning so bad.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
You had patience?
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. I almost feel like I should actually watch these movies. Hey, is that Harry Potter?
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
I know that name.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Let's choose it. Ah, I don't know what any of these are. Eira's not a Slytherin. That description is win. That description is so much win, it's ridiculous. Oh no! None of them are Eira. What is this? She She is creative, but she's not witty and intelligent. She doesn't really have a hunger for power. She doesn't have ambition. She's not really cunning. This is ridiculous. I know what I have to pick. All right.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening.
Wait, can I see what he says about all of them?
Possess a willingness to forge ahead alone when you must. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. I detect a growing sense of ambition,
Hey, skip down.
an eagerness for
Yeah.
power. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Better be Hufflepuff!
Graphics down. Struggling. Why are you all so supportive? What is this? Shit like this for everybody?
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Leave the head
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Oh, I'm going.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Before I do anything, let me go to the graph.
Thing happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Okay.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Oh, so I have to do
Judging
extra
by your
credit.
adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
I would assume.
He did, Professor.
Being a fifth
He's
year, I would
been
need to know
terribly
more than the basics.
vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Hey, there he is.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
One piece.
Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat.
God.
I need to get to
You
class
shut
myself.
up, Fig.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay. We good? We done? No, I gotta talk to you now.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies.
Okay.
Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Oh, okay.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained.
Okay.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. Do this again. Oh. Oh, I see.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds
you
like
can
you've
chant
quite
the
a
map
day
to make it
ahead,
feel like a
what
video
with
game.
classes and a trip to
That's smart.
Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your
Knock some
classes
medicine
and
down.
pay attention.
You got the medicine
More
cup.
than your owls may hinge on the magic you are
Hear
able
me?
to master within these walls.
He's leaking the med.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
Oh, dang.
It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Okay.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. I guess. Here we go. And we're off.
Levioso!
Oh, it's okay.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Hey, I'm the only one doing this stuff. Oh, me? Yeah, of course. The other students ain't got to practice nothing. They're all 50 or so. They already know.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay. Hear that?
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
I see that.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay, so...
Remember, well done. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best
Whoa.
way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Tego. Case things.
You're good.
How perceptive. Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
When all my students were this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
That was easy. Are you gonna
Not
be mad
bad
at me?
for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oh. Well, he's not mad at me.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students.
Okay.
They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
Yeah.
A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Grindylow.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you.
Mr. Who?
Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oh, that's all I did. That's all I did for
All
class.
right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Hey, that's you.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Just got a psychopath, ain't
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
he? Yeah, I'm strong competition too.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Hey, screw you.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Dead.
Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Yeah.
Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yeah, I can do that.
Till next time.
Wait. Why's there a chest? Okay. These are like some of the
Here.
same people.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you
sound
met Professor Ronan yet?
actually-
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right?
Guys,
now, everyone,
very
please open your
enthusiastic.
textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study
Whoa.
now.
Hey, you said the open textbook.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands.
Okay.
Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Dang, just call her out. Oh, here we go. More wand waving. So.
Accio!
Accio. I thought I was gonna tell.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
Oh,
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics
take it
down,
back.
and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we
might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Okay, after you. Okay.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
No, you shut up.
Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
You barely beat me.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
Yeah.
I appreciate your confidence.
No, you barely beat me.
I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination.
Wait, there's other
Before I knew it,
schools?
we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Oh, wait, something happened. I did something.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Whoa.
Ah, there you are.
What's that?
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
I got told not to tell you.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
What?
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Yeah.
In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
Yeah, you tell her.
You shall find the time.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings.
Okay.
Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
What the hell? No, I talked to these people like one time. What are you talking about? I remember him. He's like, who was that girl that... I'll go Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Butterbeer. I'm assuming it's not actual alcohol because I'm a child. This way, excuse me. All right. Hey.
Ah, there you are.
Yep, here I am.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do,
Oh.
and an exceedingly useful one at
Reparo.
that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as
Hey,
new
good,
in
because I
the
keep
blink
breaking
of an
stuff in
eye.
this castle.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of...
I'm still using the
Remember,
one.
your wand is a conduit
So
of
we
your
go
magic.
this way. Yeah. Oh, different letter in there. A different button. Why is it like a red chasing me? There. Now can I fix the statue?
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove underwater. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I didn't realize you were gonna ask me to do that. I just went ahead and did it.
Themes.
What?
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy.
Oh, you're mad.
Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Yeah.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Repair it.
Oh no.
Got called on to read out loud.
Oh, I can actually free aim. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, you can like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitch, where you'll get the actual stream instead of just clips, you can find the link in below. Also, there's shirts and Facebook and Twitter, which I don't think that's important. But if you want to follow, you can follow. If you don't want to follow, you don't have to. Thank you again. Bye.